Police sirens wailing in the distance. No witnesses, no survivors. Just a pile of bodies. Clean up on our sick, zip 'em up.
Put the competition in a body bag. Toe tag, zip it up with the white flag. I don't wanna talk and I don't wanna brag. Driving in the forward, yeah, I push the mag. Drag 'em to the river, drag 'em to the lake. Everything I see is everything I take. Make the body shiver, make the body shake. Real recognize a real, fake is supposed to fake. Murder on the mind, violence in the heart. Tearing up the gym, tearing it apart. Finish what I finish what I start. Master of the science, master of the art. Doubles on the floor, bodies on the ground. King of the city, king of the town. Look at the clown, look at the clown. Beat him down, beat him down, beat him down. Sweat is turning cold, blood is turning hot. Give it everything that you haven't got. X marks the spot, X marks the spot. Taking the shot, yeah, taking the shot. Muscle is a weapon, loaded in his cocked. Doors pulled shut, doors heavy locked. Enemy is shaking, enemy is shocked. Every single hater getting blocked. Put the competition in a body bag. Toe tag, zip it up with the white flag. I don't wanna talk and I don't wanna brag. Driving in the forward, yeah, I push the mag. Drag 'em to the river, drag 'em to the lake. Everything I see is everything I take. Make the body shiver, make the body shake. Real recognize a real, fake is supposed to fake. Green Reaper walk in sight in the hand. Execution style according to the plan. Sipping through the hourglass, grains of the sand. I am the law, I am the command. Black plastic bag, heavy duty sack. Throw 'em in the trunk, throw 'em in the back. Fade to the black, fade to the black. Maniac, maniac, maniac. Silence is golden, duct tape is silver. Make the strong man cry and deliver. Shiver and quiver, shiver and quiver. Throw 'em in the deep end of the river. No remorse, no regret, no ordeal. Heart of the stone and the nerves of the steel. Seal the deal, yeah, seal the deal. This is how the pain really gonna feel. 1, 2, 3, they all gone. Just you and the iron killing. Before it kills you. Homicide, suicide, genocide flow. Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies go. I am moving fast, you are moving slow. I am the professional, I am the pro. Stepping from the tower with the heavy power. Waiting for the minute, waiting for the hour. Taste is sweet, but the death is sour. Coward is a coward and will always cower. Run up on a set, run up on a stage. Unlock the beast out of cage. Turn the page, turn the page. Burn it with the fury, burn it with the rage. Zip it up tight, say goodnight. Out of mind and out of sight. Out of night in the cannon shot. You become a low way bitch now.
Sound of a loud buzzer. Heavy metal gates slamming shut. Sound of chains dragging on concrete. You can swerve in a car and if time is over, lock it down. You got a life sentence. Under the bar. Execute.
I'm in the lockdown, shackles on the feet. Concrete matches in the cover sheet. Nothing to eat, yeah, nothing to eat. Serving the saints on the cold street. Doing the time, yeah, I'm doing the time. Committing the rep like I commit the crime. Maximum security, maximum prime. Another muscle that I gotta climb. Cell block deep, crazy as can be. Throw away the lock and throw away the key. Nobody is innocent, nobody is free. I am the prisoner. Look at me, push-ups in the morning, pull-ups in the night. Shadow boxing demons in the pale moonlight. Left, right, looking for a fight. Squeeze a heavy metal with a heavy mic. Wobble is the war and dumbbells represent the guard. Life is getting easy, but the training getting hard. Walking in the circle in the prison yard. Play the joker card, play the joker card. Solitary confinement, mind is a cage. Rap a manifesto on the blank page. Turning into animal, turning into rage. Welcome to the violent in the golden age. I'm in the lockdown, shackles on the feet. Concrete matches in the concrete sheet. Nothing to eat, yeah, nothing to eat. Serving the sentence on the cold street. Doing the time, yeah, I'm doing the time. Committing the rep like I commit the crime. Maximum security, maximum prime. Other muscle that I gotta climb. Stripes on the shirt, numbers on the chest. Put the loyalty to the ultimate test. North, south, east, west, never gonna rest. Pumping up the iron in the hornet's nest. Ride in the mess hall, ride in the gym. Chances of survival are looking very slim. Sink or swim, fill it to the brim. Light is getting dark and the light is getting dim. Sharpen in the shank, sharpen in the mind. Leave the old weakest way far behind. Justice is blind, yeah, justice is blind. Seek and find, grind and grind. Parole denied, uphold rejected. Bias in the system has been detected. I am the one that they humor the respected. Highly respected and highly protected.
There's no escape. The walls are too high. The only way out is through the pain. Dig a tunnel with your bare hands.
Breaking the chain. Going insane inside of the brain. Taking the pain and taking the gain. Walking through fire and walking through rain. Institution, constitute, revolution plan. I am the leader and I am the man. Catch me if you can, catch me if you can. Running with the clan, running with the clan. Science winds are wailing, helicopters fly. Sunshine is cutting across the dark sky. Never gonna lie, never gonna lie, never gonna lie. We've been so big in my head at the Christian, I fed up an edge, I'm in the lost gas, shock another lead. You don't let me give this like a dope sheet. Working any beat you need me. Trying to see this so it don't see. Full of the time, yeah, I'm full of the time. Coming in your red, I come in your prime. Trust the plea, empty ass for a bomb. But have my foot, what I got an eye. I'm in the last gas, never wanna leave. You don't big, give this like a dope sheet. Working any beat you need me. Trying to see this so it don't see. Full of the time, yeah, I'm full of the time. Coming in your red, I come in your prime. Trust the plea, empty ass for a bomb. But have my foot, what I got an eye. It's an overkill, but it's going to spill. What's the limit, does it get the thrill? King of the mountain, king of the hill. If the ball don't give me then no will. I do too much, yeah, do the most. Turn the competition into one goal. Murder on track, murder on the post. I ain't machine, I am the host. One shot, two shots, three shots, four. Keep on true till they can't stand up no more. Kick down the ceiling and kick down the floor. This is the legend and this is the law. Why settle for a little, wanna take it all. Standing like a giant, 10 feet tall. Wrecking ball coming through the heavy wall. Waiting for the summer, wait for the fall. It's flooded like a river in the street. Taste of the victory is savory and sweet. Body bag, don't get wrapped in the sheet. Never known a failure, never known defeat. Addicted to the access, addicted to the axe. Collecting the money into making the tax. Sharpening the blade of a levy battle axe. Breaking all the records and breaking all the backs. It's an overkill, but it's gonna spill. Pushing past the limit just to get the thrill. King of the mountain, king of the hill. If the ball don't give me nothing will. I do too much, yeah, do the most. Turn the competition into a post. Turn it on the track, murder on the post. I am the machine and I'm the host. Turn the dial up to 11. I ain't going to hell, ain't going to heaven. Stay right here 24/7. Roll the dice, in the 7. More weight, more pain, more gain. Drive the locomotive, drive the train. Go insane, yeah, go insane. Hurricane, come heavy rain. Mercy is a weakness I don't possess. Put the heavy pressure on a heavy chest. Put the damn loyalty to the test. East side, west side, always the best. Destroy the comfort, destroy the zone. Strip the flesh of the heavy bone. King sits alone on the high throne. Harder the granite and harder the stone.
Is he dead? It doesn't matter, and him again and again, until there's nothing left.
Violence is the only thing that I respect. Coming for the money and I collect. Identify the target and I select. Perfect execution is the effect. Stepping in the window, taking the shot. Giving everything that I haven't got. Boiling in the water, heavy and hot. Tying up the rope and tying the knot. Over and all low, override, overheat. Stomping on the rhythm and stomping on the beat. Never will retreat, never will retreat. Light, I am the elite. Max in my dance, treat the reach. Never gonna stop and never gonna tank. Talking about that me, I wanna see. Try not try, all right, all war and name. Fixing no more damage, running my spear. Listen to the eye and drink your hair. I wanna stop there, something in your hair. Bitch, you never stop, there's no ghost. So the devil witch gonna kill all both. Running with a back, I'm on the ghost. See, I'm straight here with no host.
I read a contract, endless, the impossible, price my soul.
Talking to quiet, taking a shot, boom. I'm a headhunter, collecting the skulls. Pushing down the pedal when the tank is full. Breaking every law, but breaking every rule. Taking you to class, yeah, taking you to school. Aim for the neck, aim for the head. Paint the whole city with the ruby red. I don't want the butter, I just want the bread. Listen to the message that the bullet said. Thoughts in the gym, predator is here. Smell the hesitation, I smell the fear. Vision is focused. involved. Exit style, get it on the floor. Kicking down the gate, kicking down the door. I don't want less, only want more. Set it on the deck, set it on the score. Mercenary mindset, cold like odds. Never chicken tag, never chicken price. Rolling our hard 6 on the devil's dice. Take a big slice, take a big slice.
Target's down, but the job isn't finished. Reload. There is always another target next.
Completing the mission, completing the mission. Running from the hunter, nowhere to go. Moving fast, moving slow, moving so ahead. Reaping what I sow, reaping what I must sow. Looking what I sow, throw by the same step. Get up with free, but I'm free, but I'm wild. Take daddy's in the wild, but it's free. Up ahead, hella cut like with the star. That shit coming down, don't let that trick us fall. Picking, dipping up, picking every boo. Taking you to Christ, I'm taking you to school.
Sound that heavy ear, grinding it out. Where the flow except for you, saving that persistent all night.
I am a war machine built for the kill. Grinding the gears and I'm breaking the grill. Popping the iron like I pop the pill. The weight don't crush me, nothing will. Oil in the veins, fire in the chest. Put the heavy metal to the ultimate test. Smoke to the south, to the east, to the west. I am the monster inside of the vest. Built in the factory, forged in the flame. I don't have a soul and I don't have a name. I don't play the player, I punish the game. Looking for the fortune and looking for fame. Piston is pumping, the engine is loud. Walking like a giant about the whole crowd. Rock the competition inside of a shroud. Making the creator and making so proud. Skin on the skin, chrome on the bone. Sitting in the darkness, I sit all alone. King of the iron and king of the stone. Entering the danger and hazardous zone. Laser is scanning, detecting the threat. Covered in the oil and covered in sweat. This is the thing that you never forget. Winning is a standard and the winning is set. I am a war machine built for the kill. Grinding the gears and I'm breaking the grill. Popping the iron like I popped the pill. If the weight don't push me, then nothing will. Oil in the veins, fire in the chest. Put the heavy metal to the ultimate test. Go to the south, to the east, to the west. I am the monster inside of the vest. Heavy tread, crushing this flow. System is active, the battery full. Pushing up, pull, pushing up, pull. Charge like a rhino and charge like a bull. Wiring is hot, circuits are fried. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Open the gate, let me inside. Buckle up, go for a ride. Tank mode, armor is thick. Moving so heavy, but moving so quick. I am the brick, yeah, I am the brick. Making you nauseous and making you sick. Blueprint is alien, taking advance. Taking a risk and not taking a chance. Devil is inviting me for a last dance. Put him in a coma and put him in trance.
Dominic voice, feel,
Warning, concentration, dispatching parents.
don't.
Automatic weapon, firing at the enemy, depleting all this. Stand right in the energy, I am this sickness. I am on the remedy, looking at the poison, looking at the chemistry. Calculate the treasure, coming, calculate the path. Feel the heavy lifting in, feel the heavy math. Take a blood shower and take a blood bath. Feel the heavy engine and feel the heavy wrath. Reload, reboot, restore. Tearing the machinery quickly apart. Master in the science and master of art. Bullet in the trigger and bullet in heart. Terminate, willing ain't on. Gangster in the thing, I'm solid got a loss. 47 broken those slow in the goal. Plus I'm like singing with a truck in the mall. Port dish, throwing that track roll. Daddy leave a ball low, shake set down. Soccer be the bar, catch straight out. Coin a big, catch the car. Man, in the boom, shit, pull up and it didn't look good. In the beats and I read it and it didn't look. Point up the F and I mark with the little pull away. The boom, shake up. Ripping a higher on the pine and start in the chest. Let it up and I'm all a big test. Point from the sun and the hits to the west. I get the wash to a side of my desk.
checkpoints. There are no extra lives. Look at the how the bar is infinite. Game over.
From the final boss, you better take the loss. Crossing up the line that you never should have crossed. Dripping in the sauce, yeah, dripping in the sauce. I don't care the price and I don't care the cost. Level 99 stats all maxed out. Hit you with the combo, knock the lights out. Scream and you shout, yeah, scream you shout. This is what the game is really all about. Yeah, into the dungeon, into the raid. Look at the monster that you have made. Blade is sharp, yeah, sharpen the blade. Everybody's scared and everybody afraid. Marble is heavy, defense is high. You can try to fight, but you're gonna die. Look at the stats, numbers don't lie. Eagle is much from the open sky. XP forming, grinding the loop. Stopping on the bug with a heavy boot. I in the tree and Adam the boot. Don't need a gun, I don't need to shoot. Hands on the weapons, fists on the stone. Sitting in the castle on the dark throne. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Crushing the skull and crushing the bone. I'm the final boss, you better take the loss. Crossing up the line that you never should have crossed. Dripping in the sauce, yeah, dripping in the sauce. I don't care the price and I don't care the cost. Level 99 stats all max out. Hit you with the combo, knock the lights out. Scream and you shout, yeah, scream and you shout. This is what the game is really all about. System never big screen of death. Death in the last, that final breath. Death, no adrenaline check. Put the heavy chain around the heavy neck. Help over generating, never going down. King of the city, king of the town. Take the crown, take the crown. Smack him in the face like a circus clown. Chico disabled, playing it raw. I am the justice, I am the law. Hit him with the right, hit him with the ball. Drop the jaw, drop the jaw. Power level rising, over 9,000. Building up the project, building up housing. Mouses clicking and the mouse is browsing. What do you got? I am dowsing.
Ich war completely shit.
Critical damage, I'm doing the damage. I am the savage and I am the ravage. Eating the cabbage and eating the average. Carrying heavy and carrying luggage. Inventory full of the pain and the glory. Tell me a story, tell me a story. Guts in the blood and the glory. Laboratory, territory. Speed run. Beating the clock, loading the Glock, loading the Glock. Solid as rock, solid as rock. Block is hot. Block is hot, fatality, finishing flawless. Victory, changing the books and changing this time slow and books. Getting shut up, pushing the bar, pushing the bar, pushing the bar, pushing the bar. Pockets on the boss, waiting till the loss. I can knock them all, bitch, I never scoop boss. People in my sauce, still think I'm in the sauce. When I bet the boss, step back to the cost. Coming to the offset, sock, back stop. Get it to the club, I'm back in my top. They sing into the shot, bench me into the shot. Dancing at the game, they're smelling no bar.
Promising. I don't need technique. I don't need a plan. I just need to let it out. Everything is red, everything.
Go berserk. I'm going berserk, put in more work. Drag 'em through the mud and drag 'em through the dirt. I love the pain and I love the hurt. Tearing off the chains and tearing off the shirt. Eyes rolling back, vision going red. Monster is alive and the human is dead. Fill 'em up with fear and fill 'em up with lead. Get inside the mind and get inside the head. Rage is the fuel, liquor is the spark. Lighting up the fire inside of the dark. Biters getting nasty, worse than the bark. Missile hitting, heavy hitting the mark. Viking energy, axe in the hand. Conquering the sea and conquering the land. Grain by the grain, sand by the sand. Last man standing, yeah, the last man. Adrenaline is pumping, spike in the vein. Nothing can stop me, not even rain. Driving the lane, insane in the brain. Heavy cargo coming on the heavy train. Smash, crash, throw it in the trash. Making the dash, collecting the cash. Whip, blast, giving you the whiplash. Everything I touch is turning and I go berserk. Put in the work, drag 'em through the mud and drag 'em through the dirt. I love the pain and I love the hurt. Tearing off the chains and tearing off the shirt. Eyes rolling back, vision going red. Monster is alive and the human is dead. Fill 'em up with fear and fill 'em up with lead. Get inside the mind and get inside the head. Lose control, lose the mind. Leave the civilization behind. Seek and find, grind and grind. Fate is cruel and the justice blind. Shield wall, break the wall. Watch them trip and watch them fall. Answer the call, answer the call. Standing tall. Blood on the axe, blood on the sword. Fighting for the whole, fighting for the Lord. Cord is cut, slash the cord. War is a thing that I can't afford. Panic in the eyes when I step in the room. Bringing the doom, bringing the gloom. Flower of the evil starting to bloom. Sweep them all out with the heavy broom.
Breathing heavy. My heart is beating like a drum of war.
Boom, boom, boom.
I can't stop. I won't stop. Destroy everything.
Going crazy, going stupid, going dumb. Numb to the pain, I'm feeling numb. Underneath the finger, underneath the thumb. Beating on the chest like I beat the drum. Valhalla calling, I hear the sound. Pound for the pound and pound for the pound. Dog in the pound and dog in the pound. Lost in the found, lost in the found. Limitless power, infinite supply. Look at the numbers, numbers multiply. Terrorify, terrorify, electrify, electrify, electrify. Switches flip, script is flip. Body is shredded, body is ripped. Pistol is gripped, magazine grip. Talk up a scene and a lick in that mix.
Doing all the Lord Milf. Jan Christopher. Oh, Steve.
Sound of a heartbeat accelerating. Sound of liquid dripping.
Deep, raspy voice.
I can smell it in the air.
Fear, weakness. I'm not here to play games.
Cheers.
I'm hungry.
And tonight, I'm out for blood, dripping on the floor. Kicking the gate and I kick in the door. I need the heavy and I need the more. Settle in the deck and settle in the score. Red in the eyes, shark in the tank. Money in the muscle, money in the bank. Rising up the file, rising up the ranks. You got yourself and nobody to thank. Center the prey, tracking the sin. Money is earned and the money is spent. Look at the posture, bent and I'm bent. Messages delivered, messages sent. Vampire mode, sun going down. Walking like a king in the middle of the town. Take away the smile, put on the frown. Drowning in the deep, yeah, drowning to drown. Veins are pumping the kerosene fuel. I am the master, I am the rule. Diamond is the pressure, diamond is the jewel. Taking you to class, taking you to school. Razor sharp teeth, biting through the deal. Tell me how the pain really gonna feel. Seal the deal, yeah, seal the deal. Spinning on the rim and spinning on the wheel. I'm out for blood, dripping on the floor. Kicking the gate and I kept in the door. I need the heavy and I need the more. Settle in the debt and settle in the score. Let it be eyes, shark in the tank. Money in the muscle, money in the bank. Rising up the fire, rising up the ranks. You got yourself and nobody to thank. Cold-blooded killer, ice in the vein. Driving the lane, insane in the brain. Hurricane coming, heavy, heavy rain. Breaking the shackle and breaking the chain. Feed the addiction, feed the desire. Throwing the gasoline into the fire. Wire to wire, wire to wire. I never expire, I never tire. Wolf in the sheepskin, ripping it off. Soft, nah, I am never been soft. Living in the penthouse, living in the loft. Cough on the smoke, yeah, cough on the car. Terrorize the village, pillage and loot. Stomping on the neck with the heavy combat boot. I don't need a lawyer, I don't need a suit. I just need the iron and I need the root. One drop, that's all it takes. Once you taste the progress, you can never go back. You want more, you need more. Traded tree, plastic wrist and Memphis, strip the floor. One drop, that's all it takes. Once you taste the progress, you can never go back. You want more, you need more. Train the drop. Sound of rain and distant thunder. Distorted, eerie violin playing. They wanted a hero, but heroes are weak. Heroes have rules, I have none. You can keep the cape, I'll take the crown. I am the villain, chilling with the feeling. Stealing all the shine and I'm hanging from the ceiling. No mercy, no healing, let me do the dealing. Layers of the mask, I am slowly peeling. Bad guy, look at the bad guy. Vulture is circling in the dark sky. I don't want the truth, I prefer the lie. Watch the hill fall and watch the
race of the human race, running at the pace that you cannot chase, destroying the base, destroying the base. I don't save the day, I ruin the night, extinguish the flame and extinguish the light. Looking for a fight, looking for a play. Bite is venomous, heavy cobra bite. Moral compass broken, thrown in the trash, making a dash, collecting the cash. Whip and the lash, whip and the lash. Everything I touch is turning to ash. Sympathy is gone, empathy is dead. Voices getting louder inside of the head. Paint the city gray and paint the city red. Remember what I said, remember what I said. I am the villain, chilling with the feeling, stealing all the shine, and I'm hanging from the ceiling. No mercy, no gain, let me do the dealing. Layers of the mask, I am slowly killing. Bad guy, look at the bad guy. Vulture circling in the dark sky. I don't want the truth, I prefer the lie. See how I fall and watch the hero die. Once upon a time I was nice like you, did what I was told, did what I should do. But the world is cold and the world is blue. Now I'm coming through, breaking up the crew. Iron is my weapon, Jim is my lair. Toxic chemical inside of the air. Life isn't fair, yes isn't fair. Sitting on the throne, sitting on the chair. Chaos is the ladder that I like to climb. Doing the time, committing the crime. Sipping on the lemon, sipping on the lime. This is the prime, yeah this is the prime. Nemesis is coming, better run away. Nothing left to pray, nothing left to say. Hunter and the prey, hunter and the prey. Darkness is the only place that I stay. Muted stars, sound of a heavy slow cloud, whispering aggressively. Why so serious? Put a smile on that face. Lift the weight or I will drop it on your neck. Antagonist, activist, I am a catalyst. Top of the list and I'm clenching a fist. Lost in the mist and I cannot resist. Cease and desist, I do not exist. Psychopath, sociopath, doing the math. Walking the path of the heavy bloodbath. Feel the wrath, feel the wrath, feel the wrath. Aftermath is coming, it's the aftermath. Gotham City vibes, darkness in the street. Sweep the competition right off of the feet. Victory is savory, victory is sweet. Never will retreat, never will retreat. Mastermind planning, executing plan. Catch me if you can, catch me if you can. I am not a man, I am not a man. I am a disaster, hitting on the fan. I am the villain, chilling with the fin, stealing all the shine, I'm hanging from the sin. No mercy, no healing, let me do the deed. Layers of the mask, I am slowly peeling. The villain, sound of footsteps walking away. The movie's over, the bad guy won't get used to it. Fade out with dark cello.
I'm the executioner wearing the black hood. Cutting through the bone, chopping through the wood. Doing what I want, not doing what I should. Misunderstood in the bad neighborhood. With that heavy axe and that hammer bomb. Silence in the gym and silence in the hall. Back against the wall, back against the wall. Standing over body, standing very tall. Guillotine is sharp, waiting for the neck. Put the field part and put the heavy check. Wreck the whole set, yeah, wreck the whole deck. Sweat is dripping down like a river on the spec. Luxury, execution to combine. Leave the hesitation and the mercy far behind. Justice is severe and the justice is blind. Seek and you find, seek and you find. should. Nah, misunderstood in the bad neighborhood. Heavy acts like the hammer fall. Silence in the gym and silence in the hall. Back against the road, back against the wall. Standing on my body, standing very tall. Up the green now, looking for the stills, pick up on the beat, and wanna find a rap, keep it screw secret that I kept while others said yeah, while the others that no real great admission is denied. No one can run, nowhere to hide. Swallow up the fear, swallow up the pride. Open up the gate, stepping inside. Little injection, little to the pain. Driving me insane, driving me insane. Pressure with the pain, pressure with the pain. Busy with the fire, busy with the rain. Rick the style, looking at the clock. Tick tock, shaking on the block. He is in the hole, turning to the lock. Solid as a rock, solid as a rock. So you have any ass words? Pictures dinner. That's one. No, kidding. I'm the dirty and lamp in the hole. I am thinking on a heartbeat door. I am a legend and I am the law. Roll like it in the line, you're broke. I limited the weakness, I limited the doubt. Screaming, shout, let it all out. What is she doing and dreaming about? Not gonna lie, in the about, knock 'em out. Legend out, legend out. Vision of the muscle, changing their best. Rap up there, look, give it a bam. Big dust, I get it, big for rap. I'm old, slow, spit, step out. Let it down, cause I get it that way. Let it that, let it feel, break. Diamonds out, illuminate, bridge it, drip.
Sound of heavy metal twisting and concrete crumbling. Once a star swollen, it cannot be stopped. Mass times acceleration equals death. Brace for a back. I'm a juggernaut tearing down the walls. Watch the building crumble, watch the ceiling fall. I answer to the heavy and the violent call. Standing like a giant, standing 10 feet tall. Move out the way, get out the lane. Driving through the city like a runaway train. Inflicting the damage, inflicting the pain. Nothing can stop me, not even the chain. Suit is heavy metal, mind is heavy steel. Tell me how the pressure is really gonna feel. Crushing a banana and slipping on the peel. This is not a movie, this is very real. Physics is the law, I am the event. Energy is infinite, never getting spent. Leaving deep impact, leaving heavy debt. Message is delivered, message has been sent. Move into this building, speed is picking up. Overflow the chalice, overflow the cup. Big dog barking, you a little pup. Knock 'em down, never get up. Armor-plated skin, bullet bounces off. Soft little rappers, yeah, looking very soft. Living in the dungeon, living in the loft. Sweeping competition, clearing out the draw. I'm a juggernaut, tearing down the walls. Watch the building crumble, watch the ceiling fall. I answer to the heavy and the violent call. Hey, standing like a giant, standing 10 feet tall. Move out the way, get out the lane. Driving through the city like a runaway train. Inflicting the damage, inflicting the pain. Nothing can stop me, not even a chain. Bulldozer mode, flatten the earth, showing I'm worth. Proving to the birth, wide in the shoulder, heavy in the girth. No time for the laughing, time for the mirth. Object emotion stays in motion, causing a commotion. Deep in the ocean, drink the magic potion, bring the magic potion. Ultimate devotion, violent emotion. Blocking out the sun, cast the heavy shade. Grenade is thrown, kiss the hand grenade. Parade is canceled, around the parade. Every day I touch it, starting to degrade. Line like a hit, quarterback sack. Breaking the defense, breaking the back. Fade to the black, fade to the black. Maniac, maniac, on the attack. Music stops. Sound of heavy breathing and footsteps getting louder and faster. Here it comes. Can you feel the ground shaking? It's too late to run. It's too late to hide. Just accept it and smash. Sound of glass shattering and riots in the street. Distant screaming. Distorted voice.
Control is an illusion, chaos is the reality. I am done waiting, I am done asking. I'm taking it all. Stalk the ride. I'm on a rampage, coming up the cage, turning up the heat and turning up the rage. Front page news, yeah, looks front page. Acting like an animal, acting like a mage, causing all the damage, causing all the pain, driving everybody crazy, driving them insane. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. Blood is rushing heavy inside of the vein. Lock the doors, barricade the street. Monster is awake and he wants to eat. Tearing up the asphalt, concrete feet. Victory is savory, victory is sweet. Panic in the city, panic in the town. Burning every bridge, burning it down. King of the rubble, wearing the crown. Smile on the face, never see a frown. Adrenaline overdose, eyes wide shut. Kick 'em in the teeth, punch 'em in the gut. No ifs, no ands, no maybe, no but. Door is slammed tight, door is slammed shut. Picking through the metal, ripping through the wire. Climbing up the mountain, climbing up higher. I am the fuel and I am the fire. Preaching to the devil, preaching to the choir. I'm on a rampage, coming up the cage, turning up the heat and turning up the rage. Front page together, front page, acting like an animal, acting like a mage, causing all the damage, causing all the pain, driving everybody crazy, driving them insane. Got to hit the loop and everything to gain. Bodies rushing heavy inside of the vein.
Heavy step, earthquake, ground shake. Real recognize real, fake recognize fake. Whatever it take for the family's sake. Cooking up the beef, cooking up the steak. Sledgehammer swing, hitting on the wall. Scanning like a titan, never gonna fall. I answer the phone, answer the call. Wrecking ball coming, heavy wrecking ball. Disaster zone, hazard light. Terror in the morning, terror in the night. Bark is heavy, nasty is the bite. Fuse is lit, dynamite is bright. Explosive power, atomic bomb. Keep it cool, keep it calm. Now I'm going wild, Vietnam. Palm of the hand, world in the palm.
Music stops. Sound of heavy panting and heart beating fast. Music stops. Another heavy panting and heart beating fast. Can you stop it? No. Can you control it? No. Just let it happen. Destroy.
Devastation, desolation across the nation. I am the leader of the new generation. Mental elevation, physical creation. No hesitation, no limitation. Running through the jungle, running through the maze. Setting up the fire, setting off the blaze. End of the days, purple haze, psychopath, sociopath. Walking the path, through the heavy lift and through the heavy math. Take a blood shower, take a blood bath. Feel the heavy anger, feel the heavy wrath. Unleash the beast, unleash the freak. Climbing to the summit, climbing to the peak. 7 days a week, 7 days a week. Havoc is the language that I speak.
I'm on a rampage, coming out the cage, turning up the heat and turning up the rage. Front page news, yeah, the front page, acting like an animal, acting like a mage. Rampage.
Sleep, laughter echoing. What a mess. I love it.
Deep, heavy breathing. It told me to slow down. It told me I'm gonna kill myself. Maybe they are right, but what a way to go. Die for it.
I got a death wish, swimming with the fish. Serving up the pain like a cold, heavy dish. Make a final vow and I make a final wish. Nothing but the net, yeah. Swish, 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 swish. Pushing to the edge, standing on the ledge. Hammer in the hand in the heavy, heavy sledge. Living along the wire and I'm living on the edge. Drive the heavy spike and I drive the heavy wedge. Suicide mission, failure is forbidden. Secrets of the power are mysterious and hidden. Forbidden fruit, yeah, the apple is bitten. Story is is engraved and the story is written. Grave is already dug, coffin is made. Dead to the devil has been fully paid. Walking through the fire and I'm walking through the blade. Never been a coward and I never been afraid. Overdose on iron, overdose on steel. Spinning the roulette and spinning the wheel. Tell me how the death is really gonna meal. Seal the heavy deal. Seal the heavy deal. Blood pressure rising, popping out the eye. Ain't for the ceiling and I ain't for the sky. Do or die, never ask why. Kiss the old version of myself goodbye. Got selfish, swimming with the fish. Serving up the pain like a cold heavy dish. Make a final vow and I make a final wish. Nothing but the net, yeah. Swish, 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 swish. Pushing to the edge, standing on the ledge. Hammer in the hand in the heavy, heavy sledge. Living on the wire and I'm living on the edge. Drive the heavy spike and I drive the heavy wedge. Risk it all, win it all, take the fall. Back against the rope, back against the wall. Demon is awake, listening to call. Standing like a giant, standing very tall. Funeral procession, driving in the hearse. Blessing is a curse, blessing is a curse. Bad to the worst, bad to the worst. Put the competition in the nurse. Red line, red zone, danger level high. Looking at the weeper in the dead eye. No lie, no lie, no lie. Eagles fly alone in the heavy sky. Collapse on the floor, foaming at the mouth. Savage from the north, savage from the south. Drought is over, yeah, over is the drought. Punch him in the face, knock him out.
Music stops, sound of a ticking clock. Tick, tick, time is running out. Every second counts, don't save anything for the swim back. Burn the boats, there is no coming back.
Kamikaze pilot flying into the ground, making a disaster nine, making a sound, dogging the pound and dogging a pound. Lost in the found, lost to the found. Sacrifice device, swallowed the dice. Cold as the ice, cold as the ike. Pay the price, pay the price.
Sound of pills rattling in a bottle. Echoing laughter that sounds slightly insane.
The doctor told me to take my meds. He said I have anger issues. He said I'm unstable. I told him I have my own medication. And it weighs 45 pounds open wide. I need the iron therapy. Forget the serenity. Demons are my enemy. Draining all the energy. This is the remedy. Heavyweight chemistry. Erasing the memory. Rewriting the history. Sanity is leaving me. Sanity is gone. Fighting with the shadow from the dusk until the dawn. Fight. I am the king and I am the pawn. Muscle is the armor that I have drawn. Yeah.
Straight jacket on, mine is a cage. Turning the chapter and running the page. Rat in the maze, rat in the madness. Lost in the purple and hazy haze. Voice in my head screaming, do it again. Pushing the limit past 10 out of 10. I don't need women and I don't need men. I just need the iron inside of the dam. Therapy session, live till I break. Curing the sickness and curing the ache. Real recognize, real fake, recognize fake. Whatever it take, yeah, whatever it take. Dopamine hit, adrenaline mush. Turning the brain into liquid and mush. Beating the flush, royal flush. Silence the critic, shush, shush, shush.
I need the iron therapy. Forget the serenity. Demons are my enemy. Draining all the energy. This is the remedy. Heavyweight chemistry. Erasing the memory. Rewriting the history. Sanity is leaving me. Sanity is gone. Fighting with the shadow from the dusk until the dawn. I am the king and I am the dawn. Muscle is the armor that I have drawn.
Prescription is heavy, the dosage is high. Look at the pupil and look at the eye. I am the spider and you are the fly. Web is spun, prepare to die. Schizophrenic flow, manic episode. Walking down the dark and lonely road. Payload is heavy, explode, explode. Crack the cipher, crack the code. Asylum is open, patient is loose. Tighten the knot and tighten the noose. I got the juice, yeah, I got the juice. No excuse, no excuse to make me try and needle a big. Skin is too thick like a heavy scalp snake. Earthquake causing the earthquake, for heaven's sake, for heaven's sake.
Music stops. Sound of heavy breathing, a metal bar dropping. Whispering. Are the voices gone? No! They're louder. They want more weight. Feed them, feed the demons.
Are the voices gone? No! They are louder. They want more weight. Feed them, feed the demons.
Faster glass of trickle flow, automatic static automatic in the attic, coming at it. My behavior is erratic and it's very problematic.
Dramatic, cinematic, psychosomatic. Use the heavy iron, make it systematic. Panic at the disco, panic at the gym. Lights are shedding low and lights are getting dim. Sink or swim, sink or swim, sink or swim. Tearing up the pipe from the limb to limb. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. Back in the bag, keys to the heavy blues. Fuse is lit, lighting the fuse. Win or lose, win or lose. Lobotomy style, to the brain. Using the pleasure to cover the pain. Don't miss the grain, don't miss the grain. Crazy train, crazy train. I need the iron therapy. Forget this some money. Demons are my enemy. Draining all the energy. This is the remedy. Heavyweight chemistry makes.
Some people break, some people fall, but pull enough pressure on the core, and it turns into a diamond. Crush it.
Pressure is building, ready to burst. I'm quenching the hunger and quenching the thirst. I am the last and I am the first. Blessing is heavy, it feels like a curse. Apply the pressure, apply the heat. Sweat is dripping down to the feet. Sweat never surrender and never retreat. Don't make the enemy face to defeat.
What is the world on the back of the neck? Keep it in line and keep it in check. Clear out the room and clear out the deck. Train like a monster and look like a wreck. Hydraulic press, crushing the skull. Pushing I pull, pushing I pull. Charge like a rhino, charge like a bull. Clip is empty, your clip is full. Under the water, deep in the trench. Suffocate heavy, heavy the stench. Pushing the mountain, up on the bench. Tighten the bolt with a heavy wrench. Diamond and rough, shining in dark. Leaving a crater and leaving a mark. Walk in the jungle, walk in the park. Swim with piranha, swim with shark.
Pressure is building, ready to burst. Quenching the hunger and quenching the thirst. I am the last and I am the first. Blessing is heavy, it feels like a curse. Apply the pressure, apply the heat. Sweat is dripping down to the feet. Never surrender and never retreat. Don't make the enemy face to defeat.
Slower, heavy feet. Slower. Gravity pushing me down to the floor. I am screaming and yelling for more. Cold is burning, bottom to cold. Tap in the window, open the door. Temperature rising, burner is hot. Give it the everything that you got. One opportunity, only one shot. Tie the knot, yeah, tie knot. Atlas carrying gold on the shoulder. Getting stronger, getting bolder. Air is getting colder and colder. Soldiers turned it into a boulder. Stress is the fuel, pain is the friend. Push to the limit, push to the end. Rules are plastic, rules to the bend. Message to deliver, hit pause and send.
That's the sound of your limits. Breaking the limits.
Overloaded, overrated, highly motivated, situation complicated, aggravated, hesitated, calculated, demonstrated, never ever imitated, devastated, liberated, domination, activated, running on fuels, running on E, best in the world, look at me, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, lock up the gate and swallow the key, pipe is bursting, water is flowing, muscle is swelling, muscle is growing, wind is howling, wind is blowing, reaping the harvest of what I was sowing, diamonds are forever, ice on the wrist, clenching the teeth and clenching the fist, cross the name right off of the list, I am the fog and I am the mist. Pressure is building, ready to burst. I'm quenching the always, I'm letting it burst. The bad and I'm letting it burst. I'm blessing this punching it, best to burst. The cause and burst. I'm pulling, I seek deep, swirling the seek deep. Bug and a teeth, straight foiling the frame. And I got it, don't cheat, don't wait to the nature. You see the sea.
Got it, ready to burst. Wishing success. I'm so tired. Fresh meat on the table. Don't worry, this won't take long. Just a little chop. Let's eat.
I'm the butcher, chopping up the meat. Blood is running heavy in the cold kunk. I bring the terror and I bring the heat. Break the body up inside the plastic sheet. Slice it, dice it, serve it on a plate. I don't believe in luck, I believe in fate. Open up the slaughterhouse, open up the gate. Heavyweight is something that I appreciate. Apron on the chest, stainers on the shirt. Putting in the labor, putting in the work. I'm a psycho, I'm a savage, I'm a jerk. Lurking in the shadow, yeah, like a lurk. Cleaver in the hand, sharp as a razor. Shooting like a cannon, shooting like a laser. Hit you with the stun, hit you with the taser. I am the destroyer, you are just a gazer. Hanging from the hook, waiting for the turn. Freeze the body cold or let the body burn. Listen to the teacher, listen and you learn. Put the ashes inside of the heavy urn. Grinding up the bone, making it to dust. rust. Iron is the only thing that I can trust. Power is a must, power is a must. Turning all the heavy metal into rust. I'm butcher, chopping up the meat. Blood is running heavy on the cold concrete. I bring the terror and I bring the heat. Wrap the body up inside the plastic sheet. Slice it, dice it, serving on a plate. I don't believe in luck, I believe in fate. Open up the slaughterhouse, open up the gate. Heavyweight is something that I appreciate. Welcome to the shop, look at the supply. Customers are low, demand is very high. Look me in the face, look me in that eye. Tell me, are you ready to die? Cut the fat off, keep the muscle lean. Cleanest to the clean, meanest to the mean. Horror movie scene, wiping off the blade, keeping it pristine. Future is a gym, cold like the pole. I don't have a heart, I don't have a soul. Digging up the grave, digging up the hole. Losing the control, losing the control. Smell of the copper, smell of the fear. And it's getting closer, and it's getting near. Making it clear, the butcher is the only one standing here.
It's quiet, buzzing. Just the sound of the tripping. Are you scared? You should be.
Best aggressive triplet flow. Eliminate the weakness, eliminate the stress. Making a disaster and making up a mess. Put it to the test, put it to the test. Aiming for the head, aiming for the chest. Surgical incision with a heavy precision. Making the decision to march to the vision. Head on collision, head on collision. Mockery and laughter and heavy derision. Run, run, run as fast as you can. I am the monster and I am the man. Execution plan, Insignian plan. The Kadi's again.
Out here today, say goodbye to the old you. He was weak, slow. Now, put him in the ground.
I'm the Undertaker, meeting with the Maker. Earth is gonna shake, yeah, and I'm the heavy shaker. Breaking all the rules, yeah, I am the breaker. Taking what is mine, yeah, I am the taker. Black suit on, standing in the rain. Burying the weakness, burying the pain. Nothing left to lose, everything to gain. But it's running cold inside of the vein. Jumping in the hearse, pulling up slow. Where the bodies go, nobody will know. Cemetery dirt, shoveling the hole. Reaping what I plant, reaping what I sow. Measurement is tape, fitting for the soup. Stomping on the grave with the heavy boot. I don't give a damn, I don't give a hoot. Cutting down the tree, ripping out the root. Funeral procession, line is every long. Singing every sand in a heavy song. Everything is right, nothing going wrong. Muscle is an armor, muscle is a strong. Thinking 6 feet, digging even deep. Wolves are on the hunt, silence to the sheep. Singing to the dead, secrets that I keep. Put the competition to eternal. I'm the taker, meeting with the Maker. Earth is gonna shake, yeah, and I'm the heavy shaker. Breaking all the rules, yeah, I am the breaker. Taking what is mine, yeah, I am the taker. Black suit on, standing in the rain. Burying the weakness, burying the pain. Nothing left to lose, everything to gain. Blood is running cold inside of the vein.
Rest in peace, R.I.P. You can't see the things I see. I forget and swallow key. I am bound and I am free. Tombstone gray and bed is stone. King is sitting on the throne. Back to bone, dial tone, dial tone. Flowers on the grave, rose to the black. Never looking forward, never looking back. Hard attack, fade to black, fade to black. Silence is the loud, silence is the noise. Separating me from the little boys. Playing with the life, like it is the toys. Robbing on the hope, robbing on the joys.
Asking questions. Honest. Close the casket.
Super out your force coming from the underground. Thinking that it's disaster and I'm making up a sound. Lost in the found, dog in the pound and dog in the pound. Resurrection day, coming for the pay. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Nothing left to say, nothing left to say. Darkness is the lonely place that I stay. And I horse ride, death is on the side. Know where to run, know where to hide. Swallow for the ego, follow for the pride. Buckle up the belt, enjoy the ride. Choke slam, body slam, made it with a tongue. Clear out tame, stage punch lane. But I caught a lil, milk and Wayne. Clip this feast, everybody lane. Finish to the game, but it's left to stop. I don't want to skin like better known that. That's worth some nigga, that's an extra. Better try to be seen on your blade. Why skip T on belt this stock? Rockin' this scheme, then a cut key stock. Let a big siege, just bounce so pot. Just getting out, you see, up on the checker. Yeah, I'm with the Mecca. I'll wrap this one a sheet, then up a leg of shit. Copping on the bulls, yeah, I am the wrecker. Give me one to start again, I am the checker. Got this slanging in the lane. Now the need to beat this, rapping in the bank. Never left the loop, everything and day. Now this one a cold inside of the fame.
This is not a drill. The end has arrived. Take shelter or face the doom. Bring the Armageddon, bring the heavy doom. Walking like a giant when I step inside the room. Flower of the evil starting to blossom and bloom. Sweep the competition with the heavy metal blues. Sky is falling down, sun is turning black. Looking for the mercy, but I never cut the slack. Demons on the loose and they ready to attack. Put the heavy iron on the heavy back. Wait, judgment day is here, look at the clock. Every single building is growing to the block. Panic in the street, everyone is in a shock. I am the explosion, blowing up the lock. Greater in the ground where I drop the weight. Seal the destiny, seal the heavy fate. Open up the portal, open up the gate. Serving up the whore on a silver plate. Meteor shower, fire in the sky. Tell the old weakness and the laziness goodbye. Do or die, never ask why. Eagle is falling and get along the fly. Radiation it'll rise into the max. Collecting the souls and collecting the tax. Breaking the concrete, falling through the cracks. Stopping the heart attacks with the heart attacks. Bring the Armageddon, bring the heavy doom. Walking like a giant when I step inside the room. Flower of the evil starting to blossom and loom. Sweep the competition with the heavy metal blues. Sky is falling down, sun is turning black. Looking for the mercy, but I never cut the slack. Demons on the loose and they ready to attack. Put the heavy iron on the heavy back. 4 horsemen riding, I am the 5th. Smoking on the strong, taking a whiff. Standing on the edge of heavy cliff. Body shrimpers, body is stiff. Nuclear winter, cold like the ice. Rolling the numbers on the devil's dice. Everything is a cost, everything is price. Take my advice, take my advice. Walker is broken, nowhere to go. Move fast, move slow, moving in pro. Reaper what I sow, reaper what I sow. Let the river flow, let the river flow. Civilization is coming to an end. I don't need a lover, I don't need a friend. Rules are broken and I'm in need a bend. Final message, hit pause and send. Total annihilation, 0 survivors. Only the strong remain. Are you strong? Prove it. Lift. Cataclysm, I am the cataclysm. Looking at the wall through the broken prism. Exorcism, exorcism, mechanism, warrior mechanism. Terrorize the city, terrorize the state. I am the master of the heavy weight. Never gonna wait, not ever gonna hate. Simply dominate, simply dominate. Countdown started 10, 9, 8. Meet your maker, don't be late. Samsons, thousands, ending sample. Keep on its cruise.
Sound of numbers cracking loud. Sound the heavy leather belt snapping. Low voice, you committed a crime. The crime of being average, the crime of being weak. Now you have to pay the price, and I am here to collect. Get down.
I'm the Punisher, serving up the pain. Driving through the storm and the hurricane. Breaking all the bone at the membrane. Going psycho, yeah, going insane. The iron punish the steel. Tell me how the pressure is gonna feel. Crush the competition underneath the hill. This is not a movie, this is very real. Black skull on the chest, vests on the back, loading up the heavy and the dangerous pack. Heart attack, cardiac, fade to black. Ready to ambush, ready to attack. I don't show no mercy, I don't show no grace. Punch the weakness right inside of the face. Disappear without a single track or a trace. I am running at the supernatural pace. Retribution coming, vengeance is mine. Crossing the border and crossing the line. Sipping on the wall like it is the wine. Spine is shivering spine. Judge, jury, executioner role. Thinking of the heavy and the deeper hole. Taking the control. Playing with the body, playing with the soul. I'm the Punisher, serving up the pain. Driving through the storm and the hurricane. Baking all the bone and the membrane. Going psycho, yeah, going insane. The iron punish the steel. Tell me how pressure is gonna feel. Crush the competition underneath the hill. This is not a movie, this is very real. Vigilante justice, street is cold. Story is legend, story is told. Never gonna fold, never gonna fold. The formation. Break the mold, dumbbell is the gavel, slamming on the desk. Life is beautiful, life is grotesque. Put the heavy armor on the heavy chest. East, west, north, never rest. Solitary confinement, locked in a cell. Welcome to the heaven, welcome to the hell. Saved by the bell, no bell. cast a magic spell, whip a little muscle, making it grow. Reap what I plant, reap what I sow. Fast, slow, stop, go. I am the director of the horror show. Music stops, sound of heavy breathing and a whip crack, crack. Does it hurt? Good, it means it's working. It won't need 10 more reps. Don't stop, pay the debt down. Criminal mindset ready for the violence. Moving in the shadow, moving in the silence. Defy all the odds and defy all the science. Forming the strongest and darkest alliance. Eliminate the talking, eliminate the threat. Covered in the blood and covered in the sweat. Highest of the stakes and I'll please the event. Nothing to lose and nothing to regret. War zone, battle zone, danger zone. King is sitting on the heavy granite throne. Bad to the bone, bad to the bone. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Arson is full, weapons are loaded. Code is deciphered, code is decoded. All reality is fully eroded. Bomb has ticked and the bomb has exploded. I'm the Punisher, saving up the pain. Trotting through the storm and the hurricane, breaking all bone in the membrane. Going psycho, yeah, going insane. The Punisher, sound of a heavy door closing. Giddy Boris, sentence served. You are free to go until tomorrow. Sound of a chainsaw revving up. Ooh. They are raised brutal without mercy, but you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done. I am the Slayer, walking through the fire, climbing up the mountain of the bodies getting higher. I don't ever sleep and I don't ever tire. Oh, situation getting heavy, situation getting dire. Rip and tear until it is done. I am the Father and the Spirit and the Son. Better start running and you better start to run. Run. Bullet in the chamber, heavy bullet in the gun. Hell on earth, demons in the pit. I don't give a damn, I don't give a shit. Candle is burning and the candle is lit. Getting in the shape and I'm getting very fit. Armor is green, visor is black. Demon is heavy, sitting on the back. Bone is gonna snap, bone is gonna crack. Launch the attack, launch the attack. Glory, kill, finish with the fist. Cross another name off the heavy list. Disappear into the red and bloody mist. Squeeze the trigger hard, I cannot resist. Chainsaw swing, cut it through the meat. Sweep the competition right off of the feet. Victory is savoring, victory is sweet. Never will retreat, never will retreat. I am the Slayer, walking through the fire, climbing up the mountain of the bodies getting higher. I don't ever sleep and I don't ever fire. Situation getting heavy, situation getting dire. Rip and tear until it is done. I am the Father and I'll rear it and the Son. Amen. Better start right now, you better start to run. Bullet in the chamber, heavy bullet and gun. BFG, big and fucking gun. I am the one, yeah, I am the one. Block out the moon and block out the sun. Damage is doing, damage is done. Portal is open, stepping inside. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Swallow the ego, swallow the pride. Buckle up the belt, enjoy the ride. Titan is falling, giant is dead. Paint the whole facility with the ruby red. Listen to the voices inside of the head. Remember every single word that I said. Violence is the language, violence is the speech. Lesson is the lesson that I'm gonna teach. Practice what I preach, practice what I preach. Blood sucking leech, blood sucking leech.
Music stops. Sound of heavy metal riff playing faintly. whispering, blood-sucking reach, blood-sucking reach.
Exterminate, eliminate, I am the heavyweight. Master of the destiny, master of the fate. Opening a portal and opening the gate. Something in the water that I really, really hate. Turn into the monster that you love to hate. Argent energy flowing in the vein. Driving the lane, insane in the brain. Hurricane coming, heavy, heavy rain. Breaking the shackle and breaking the chain. Shut the blast, moving very fast. Shatter the bracer and shatter the past. Flag is rising up on the mast. Built to endure, built to last. Nightmare fuel, added to the fire. Climbing up the rope, climbing up the ladder. I never expire, I not tire. Dark desire, dark desire. I'm the Reaper wearing the black cloak. Fill the room with the fire and the smoke. Life is funny, but this is not a joke. Put the chain around the neck and let 'em choke. Harvesting the soul, harvesting the game. Walking through the smoke, walking through the rain. I am the conductor of the plane train. Driving everybody crazy and insane. Sight is sharp, better than a light. Coming for you in a minute, left than a night. Give up the ghost, give up the fight. Left, right, uppercut, right. Hood out, shadow on the face. Disappear without leaving any trace. I am running at a supernatural pace. Welcome to the dark and the cold place. Cemetery gates, open up wide. Invite the end to come step inside. Swallow the ego, swallow the pride. Buckle up the ball for the last ride. Touch a death, finger on the chest. Put a heavy body to eternal rest. North, south, east and the west. I am the worst and I am the best. The people wearing the black cloak. Fill the room with the fire and the smoke. Life is funny, but this is not a joke. Wrap the chain around the neck and let 'em choke. Harvesting the soul, harvesting the game. Walking through the storm, walking through the rain. I am the conductor of the pain train. Driving everybody crazy and insane. Slow a heavy ghostly flow. The horse running looking at the list. Checking the name, see who I miss. Clenching the teeth and clenching the fist. Banishing the him to the fog in the mist. Dumbbells hanging like a boss people did. Doing what the other people never did. Stop the king and I won't give him the fit. Pyramid to the pyramid. Cold breath, vision of the air. Life isn't just, life isn't fair. Sitting on the throne, sitting on the chair. Nightmare, nightmare, heavy nightmare. Buried no weakness deep in the ground. 16 on the never making sound. Lost in the dark, never to be found. Black hellhound, unleash the hell. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Iron to iron, rust to rust. Everything dies but legends live forever. Fast aggressive triple. Supernatural force in the nature I'm here. Making all the competition disappear. Living without doubt and living that fear. My vision is crystal and vision is clear. Remember the flow, sight in the air. Drag it by the leg and drag it by the hair. Do you want a challenge? Do you want to take? Beware, beware, you better beware. Souls are floating, bodies are dropping. Heart is racing, never is stopping. Head is banging, head is popping. Tree in the figure, why you chopping? Follow destinations, why won't chop on? What did you pop? You get stopped. Spaghetti, take it, I'm style. I'm so naked, I'm not to the test of the man. Stop the whip away, get what